Hey guys, my name is Johnny from Lulus, and we're all about creating unique ear styling that helps you stay trendy while expressing your personal style. In this video, I'll explain why you need to know about clusters. Wouldn't it be amazing to just have one piercing but it looks like you have 7? Well, that's exactly what a cluster is. It's one piece of jewelry with a couple different stones or a couple different charms all connected. It's called a cluster of gems or a cluster of charms. If you're looking to cover a large space on your ear, clusters will pretty much do that. Usually clusters are made with a curve effect to match the curvature of your ear. So usually when you buy a cluster, it'll match the curvature of your ear and it'll rest really nicely. Unless you have a cluster that's like a bar is not curved, it's completely straight. And those look good on an area that's really curved because it creates like a little bit of dimension. First jewelry I'll be talking to you guys about today is the Bezel Set Cluster. It comes either in a crystal or an opal. It goes from the smallest gems all the way to the biggest gem in the middle, and it's perfect for like a flat, a conch, a mid-helix, lobes, wherever you want to take up a large piece of space. The next piece we'll be talking about is the 14 karat gold prong cluster. It's very similar to the last one we talked about, except this one has just a larger gems. It's just a larger piece of jewelry. It's a lot thicker too. So if you want something that's gonna take up a lot of space, then this is exactly what you want. It looks really good on the conch. It looks really good on the flat, helix, anywhere that you want to cover a large amount of space. Next piece we'll be talking about is the flower cluster. If you love flowers and you love clusters, then this is a perfect combination of both. The flower in the very middle is the largest and then has 2 small ones on the sides. Takes up a large amount of space and it literally looks good anywhere you put it. Get this jewelry pre-measured before getting pierced to make sure it fits your ear properly. The next piece is the Leaf Marquise. It is the smallest of the bunch. If you don't want something too loud or too out there, and you still like the cluster, this is probably the perfect one for you. It looks really nice on the conch if you don't want to take up too much space. It looks great on the helix and it looks great on the flat. And hell, if you want to put on your lobes, it could look really good as well. The next piece is the bar. The 7-gem bar. This is technically not a cluster, but since it does have multiple gems combined by one piece, I feel like it does fall into the cluster category. It doesn't curve like a regular cluster does, it's just a straight vertical bar. But if you do want to put it somewhere where it does stand out, like something that's really curvy, like your conch area, then a bar would look really great there. It also looks good in your mid-helix. It's like these 2 places specifically look the best, but if you want to try them anywhere else, feel free. As far as the last of the clusters go, this is the tiniest of the clusters. This is called the mini 3-prong cluster. It's super tiny. It almost looks like one piece of earring, but has like the tiniest gems, and it pretty much has like a wide V shape. This goes literally anywhere. You can go from your forward helix to your tragus, conch, flat, any part in the ear. It looks great. I've tried it in every part of the ear. It looks really good. It doesn't take up any amount of space. It's really tiny, but it does have 3 tiny gems together. So if you want to pretty much have 3 tiny piercings all together, but you don't want to pierce 3 different spots of your ear, then this is probably good for you. If you love 2 pieces of jewelry and you can find a way to put them together, specifically the marquise, it looks really good if you combine 2 pieces or 2 piercings together and create an entire cluster effect. So what we did for this ear here is we took 2 marquise, we put them side by side, and we created a 6, leaf marquise, and it created that cluster effect. It looked really cool. Very few pieces of jewelry, you can combine them next to each other to give it effect of 1 piece of jewelry. And if you're into doing 2 piercings combined by 2 different pieces of jewelry to create that 1 cluster effect, then this piece right here is probably perfect for you. If you want to know the different types of silver colored jewelry, click the video right up here.